Hi everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs. Hope everybody's doing well today. I have a little flip through for you. I made 3 Halloween journals. I actually wasn't going to do any Halloween journals, and I was looking through my fall stuff and I found this material and papers that I'd already printed from last year, and I thought, well, you know what, I just really wanted to do this. I did kind of a glamorous Halloween journal last year. You know, I had wanted to do a grungy one, and so I thought I'll do a grungy one, and then one turned into 3, and so I have 3 journals here, and I'm going to go through all of them. They're very similar, but they're not the same, so I will flip through all of them. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about it, and then I'm going to turn on the music and then flip through all 3. And at the very end, I have a little goodie bag that goes with all of these. So I'll show you what goes in them at the end. So I guess we'll just start with this one. I guess I'm just going to name these. They're all witch journals. They're not necessarily Halloween. There's not a lot of Halloween stuff in them. But it is a lot of witch stuff, and it's just for fun, guys. It's not that I'm into witchcraft or anything like that, but they're really fun. And anyway, I guess I'll just call this one Glamorous Witch, and then Moon Witch, and then this one has a cat, so I'll call her Cat Witch. So I will list these in my Etsy shop. When you see this, they should be in there. But anyway, I'll go ahead and go through the flip through, and at the end I'll show you what's in it, and that's it. So let me just tell you a little bit about it. This is made out of all 3 of them are made out of Amazon mailer, the brown recyclable ones. So it's very crunchy. It fits in your hands. I love it. I have a lot of vintage lace on here, a lot of little trinkets on here. I have there's just layers and layers of stuff on here. Some black velvet, some old book page, several layers. There's some tatting. There's some pieces of old doily, seam binding. This is vintage trim here, vintage trim there. It has this little rusted corner here in the corner, and then here I've got this bat, and I didn't rust that. I just wanted it to look kind of old. So and then I have a little spider here that's tied on with this little bow that's on top of this piece down here, and then we have this rusted piece here with this mother of pearl little button right there, and that's that. And then here we have a rusted safety pin that I put on here with some little crystal beads. And then this is some vintage applique right here, some piece of black applique. The material that I used on this is really cool. You can't see that much of it on the outside, but it has all kinds of different, bats and potion and spiders and bugs and all kinds of stuff. And it really goes great with this kind of grungy look for this. And there's the spine. So it's 9 inches by 6 inches with about, I don't know, I'd say it doesn't have a set spine, but maybe I would say about a 1/2 inch spine. And anyway, it's stuffed but not overly stuffed. So what's cool is you've got lots of room to put whatever you want in there. And I filled all the pockets and everything, but I didn't over decorate or over put pockets in it, because I really want this to be something that people can add to, and that's why I made the little bag and filled it with things. So anyway, I'll show you what this is, and I'll open it up, and I guess I'll just, the rest I think is pretty self-explanatory, so we'll just do that. Okay, so those were my journals, and I don't know whether I said this or not, but they were made out of a mailer, and because of that they all have pockets in these big journaling cards. And I don't think I showed you on both. All of these have a journaling card in the back. I don't think I showed you that. So anyway, they all have one. And let's see what else. They are one signature and 20 pages, which is 80 sides, so 80 pages. Let's see what else. That's pretty much it. Okay, so all three of these have a little bag that goes with them. Like the cat one has her little bag, and each one's a little different. But you know, they all have the same things in them. So this one has that one, and this one has that one. Okay, so they have a little well, actually a big pen with some crystal beads on the bottom. It has a picture that's sewn on some material. That same material is on there with another picture in a frame, and some vintage lace up here, and then there's some lace on the front and the back. And so they're all pretty much the same. This one has some little crystal beads and a little spider. That one had a hand. And we'll do this one here. We're just going to go through one of them, and they all have the same stuff in them. If there's any differences, I'll tell you. But pretty much, this one has some crystal beads and a hand, and this is just a vintage piece of a vintage tablecloth. Anyway, and there's some vintage lace up there, and eyelash trim, and whatever, just to have something. I thought it'd be kind of a cool thing to package the stuff in, and also you could use this as you're using the journal and keep your stuff in here. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm just going to take it all out, and then we will go through it all. There's more in there. I think that's it. Okay, that's it. Anyway, so everything fits in there pretty comfortably. Now the journal does not fit in there, but all of this stuff does. So let's start with the small bags, I guess. This is all, and I used a lot of rusted things in the journal. If you didn't notice, I did put this wax on everything that's in the journal. Dorland's wax medium. I really like this. I use it on like pictures and things that I want to make it look like a old picture, because it seals it, but it's not super shiny. But I also use it on the rusty things to keep them from continuing to rust. And everything in the journal, I did that. I did not do that on the ones in the little bag. So you could do that yourself. Put some hairspray on it. That works too. But this kind of keeps it dull. So here's another one of those little prong fastener, paper fasteners. And here is another one of those hair clips that I had the little bling on there. I think there's like 4 or 5 of these large paper clips, and then there's paper clips on some of these bags too. So, and then there's some small, really small little paper clips, rusty ones, and there are some different pins in there for you to use. Some rusted safety pins. Oh, here's another one. And then here's a washer, rusty washer, and that is it. This is a little glassine bag that's been coffee dyed, so you can definitely use that bag in your journal. Let's see, here's another little bag, and this is a glassine little envelope that's been coffee dyed. And in here I just have a bunch of things that I punched out. These are just some little labels or things. If you wanted to use this as a October daily, you could number those. And then there's some different types of tabs in there. I thought you could use those if you wanted to. And of course you can use the little envelope and decorate it, put it in your journal, or put it the way it is. I'll do that last, I guess. Let me see. This is just some coffee dyed things that I thought I would add, that if you wanted to decorate them you could. There is a coffee dyed doily, a CD thing. There are a couple of index cards, a smaller card, and some tickets. So there you go. You could definitely use those along with the bag that's been coffee dyed also. Put that in there. So alright, and then let's see, I don't know. Don't remember. Okay, this was the not this has not been coffee dyed, this bag, but I thought it was really decorative. It would work good. You could do that. And then here's all the non-coffee dyed things that I included. There's a guest check, a couple of layaway tags. Here's two different time cards you could put in there. There's two bigger tags and then a smaller tag. Here's some really small tags and a little, what do you call these things? A couple of those Rolodex cards. There we go. So if you wanted to put those in there, you could. Vintage them up a little maybe. Okay, and then these are just some leftover pieces. Now these are not exactly the same in each one, but there's the same amount and the same kind of things. So this is just like a little remnant piece there. This one here. This is, I think these are just some Poe sayings you could cut out, put them on there. And then here's just a lot of little pieces that I thought would be kind of fun to use in the journal. Some little labels. Just lots of fun things you could put somewhere, some little tags. But anyway, those are some little extra things that you could put in your journal. And of course then there's this glassine bag that you can definitely use in your journal with yet another rusty paper clip. And then here is another coffee dyed bag, and let's see what is in this. This is just some little laces and trim that I thought someone might want to use in the journal. Just different pieces, different kinds. Some's vintage, some's not. And there's some gray kind of gauze. This is a vintage piece. And here's some more pieces. This one's vintage, I believe. I don't think that one is. Anyway, so just something to kind of get started with the journal. So anyway, that is what comes with it, along with a little bag. And I will be listing them in my Etsy shop. When you see this, should be listed. Anyway, I had a blast making these, so I'm definitely going to be doing some more grungy journals when I have time, because I just had so much fun doing them. Anyway, that is it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that, and these, like I said, these will be listed. So I've got that one, so that'll be the Cat Witch, and then This one will be the Glamour Witch. And where did the other one go? Alright, and then this one will be the Moon Witch. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope this inspired you, and have some fun and do some junk journaling. See you later.